The latest Devstream told us about what we can expect for a new update, and there are also some of the reworks there. So for this video, I won't try to go through all the new stuff, mainly because they still haven't released out yet, and just trying to guessing from something that have released out, that's not what I want to do. Instead, I will only look through at what they want to buff or rework on the newest update, which is including the damage attenuation, the Archgun buff, and most importantly, the Oberon rework. First thing first, damage attenuation. To be honest, if you ask me personally, I can't tell there's much difference here. Yes, it's true that they did mention they want to change the damage attenuation formula from different units to all using the same formula for all units, and I would think that that would be a good thing. I still don't find anything that can really impact my gameplay that much, mainly because I'm not a level cap player and I just play my game quite casually, which is why I can't really tell that whether the damage attenuation really kick up that much. The hardest level that I try to play the most will be the Archimedia and the Circuit only, which I never really try to push myself exceed 1000 level, which is why I can't really tell the difference. I know it is good that damage attenuation did make it much easier with the upcoming update, but let's be real. It is true that there are some enemies that have damage attenuation that really can make them much harder to deal with, but if you realize that they are really hard to deal with, and it is not mandatory to take them down, why would you be? The great example is when you play in the Infestor mission and Juggernaut just spawn, did you really want to spend time to deal with them? I guarantee most of you won't, right? Next up, Archgun. We know that Archgun will receive a great buff where you can equip both primary and secondary arcanes into your Archgun. And I know that a lot of players, especially for most of the content creators, already mentioned that these might cause Archguns become a meta, but here's what I was thinking. I did make a video long time ago where I think that Archgun just don't receive many buffs there. But right now, when I look back again, I realized that I might miss out something. Archgun did not receive so many buffs. But why? Mainly because Archgun, by naturally, already stronger than primary and secondary weapons. It can be their stat, it can be their extra uniqueness, whatever it can be. Archgun main focus is used in the space, which is why you can't even use in the normal mission. And luckily, we know that we can use an Archgun in the normal atmosphere by installing a gravy mag into the Archgun that has the Hurricane Catalyst installed. Still, you need to summon it through your gear, and you will need to wait for around 5 minutes before you can re-summon it again. And most importantly, the ammo is really hard to drop from the normal enemies, which is why Archgun is actually strong but come out with a lot of the negative impact. And right now, we do have a lot of prime mods, and think about it, how strong they become when they just only receive the prime mods. If they're already so strong, what will happen if they did release something else such as the arcanes or their own galvanized mod, just like the primary and secondary weapons did? Now it's true that they didn't have any galvanized mod and their own arcanes, instead just use the primary and secondary arcanes. What I was worried about is that what happened if they become too strong, too overpowered that they will immediately got nerfed after a few weeks or months. I won't try to say things too negative, but this is just like the Chinese idiom said, 不怕一万,只怕万一. Not afraid of 10,000 times, but only scared of what if. I try to give myself some space of error, hoping that anything could possibly happen. It's just like Murphy's Law said. That's why I understand they did mention in the Devstream, but I still open up for certain possibility may occur. You can try to comment down whether will they really release like they mentioned, or will it really come out with a cost where they will try to nerf it later on, or try to come up with other negative impact, try to mitigate with this positive side. And last but not least, Oberon Rework. Man oh man. For the Oberon Rework, I only have one word to describe. Consistent. It will make Oberon quite consistent enough that it can live up to the current environment. Because I did play Oberon before, and my experience is that it is very inconsistent. How much it is? either you really have energy problem, because at some point I really have to spend energy that much. And when I need to use energy, I will always resort to self-damage using the 100 adrenaline or rage to get energy back. But funny thing is that your initial state was too fragile that almost every time in the beginning of the game, I will accidentally activate my finish renewal, which also the reason why I'm having a hard time trying to play Oberon quite consistently. It can play, but not as great as I expected. I was hoping my Oberon to be quite health tanking and manage to use ability to strip armor, whatever it can be, but as we all know that the current Oberon just really had these problems. Which is why I would think that the Oberon rework will be like a big W, no matter it's the passive or all the abilities. I won't go through all the details, you can just check it by yourself.
If this is your first time watching, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out any newest contents from me. Why not leave your comments down below if you got any ideas or thoughts you want to share with all of us. And that's it from me, and as always, I will see you all next time. Bye bye!